Well, hello, YouTube. Byron at Splitting Slices. Good Wednesday morning. It is 20 November 2024 when I'm recording this, just before work, and want to do a midweek mail call. Got this box in earlier this week from Austin over at C.R.C. Cutlery, also known as Traditional Pocket Knives, and I've been really excited about checking this model out. This is a new design of his that dropped last Friday, I believe. And really excited about this knife because it's a bigger knife. So let's get into the box. So for the opening box, I have the Lake Champlain Barlow. This is the clip point version with the jigged titanium scales. And if everything goes right, what should be in this box is its bigger brother. So let's take a look. I'm going to go ahead, break the seal here, get this side. Now, I picked this up when it first dropped around noon on Friday, which means we're going to do a little testing of their quality control and see if the bonus gift is also included in this box. So let's go ahead and open this up and see what we got. Let's see. Contents, looks like we got stickers, bandage strip, hand sanitizer, antibiotic ointment, and alcohol wipe. And this is a bonus gift from C.R.C. So that's good, but not the bonus gift I'm looking for. So let's keep going. What else we got in here? Looks like we got a slip of paper. So let's go ahead and fold that down, although you probably got a sneak peek of the knife in here. Now, I ordered a small slip for a couple other slip joints that I have. So there is the small black leather slip that I ordered, and that's good, but this is what I was hoping was also in the gift, and that is the extra large, brand new black leather slip by TPK for the knife that's in the box. And it's an extra large size because this is an extra large knife. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we got inside here. Most of you probably have heard or seen this knife, but I had to order it, so here it is. We'll go ahead and set the big box off to the side. No sound effects, sorry. I run a low-budget operation here, not like Tri-State. What we have here is the C.R.C. Cutlery Traditional Pocket Knives Appalachian Ridgerunner. Let's check the end of the box out. Appalachian Ridgerunner single blade clip point in gray jig titanium scales. Now, I got the jig titanium because I enjoy the jig titanium, but there were 9 configurations of this knife, all with the clip point blade shape, but a variety of titanium, micarta, and fat carbon scales. So I'm sure everybody can find something that you would like out of the 9 configurations that Austin released this knife design in. So, a hobby with friends, not a business with customers. Of course, his logo for the company, traditionalpocketknives.com, veteran owned. All right, so let's go ahead and break into this box. See what we got inside. Looks like we've got a matchbox style pull container, so we will open this up, and here is the extra large slip joint in premium materials. And we'll go ahead and set these boxes off to the side as well, and let's go ahead and get into this extra large slip joint knife. Here is the jigged titanium version of the Appalachian Ridgerunner. Would you take a look at that corncob jigging on those scales? Triple fluted bolster on the pivot end. Basically a swell center and then a swelled pommel. Almost a trapper handle design, if I may, as far as the shape of this pattern. Let's go ahead and take a look at the clip point blade. Now you'll notice that this blade is swedged, has a fuller nail nick, and jimping on the clip spine. Let's go ahead and open this up. Now, I've heard this has a stiff pull, and it sure does. I'm going to say that is between a 7 and an 8 on the pull. I'll call it 7.5. Pretty strong pull on this knife, but I like that. Real good walk and talk. Sounds were great. So let's take a look. It says Appalachian Ridgerunner on the one side. Turn this knife over. It says CRC with S90V steel. So premium steel, premium titanium scales or covers. The other knives have either micarta or fat carbon scales. So again, premium materials on this knife. Let's go ahead and get some measurements. So I've got my ruler here. Let's go ahead and lay it down, and we will take some measurements. So the overall length of this knife is 8¼ inches. It has approximately 3.75 inch long clip point blade of S90V steel. It has a sharpening choil. It has a fuller nail nick. It is hollow ground, so very nice grind on this. About 3/4 of the way up, or 2/3 the way up. So it's a saber hollow ground. And then it has, if you notice, it is a satin blade finish with vertical belt lines on the hollow ground portion and horizontal belt marks on the spine flat and the swedge. All right, the handle on this knife is 4.5 inches long. Again, it's more of a traditional trapper style handle, so a swell center and then a swell to pommel back. It has a lanyard hole for you lanyard lovers. And this is the knife of the size that has been missing in the premium slip joint market. So I have nothing but congratulations and kudos, Austin, for seeing a opening in the market, seeing a size of knife that has not been fulfilled currently in the slip joint market, and coming up with a design and working with QSP, a Chinese OEM, to come up and build this knife. When I put this in my extra large hands, I've got a little room at the top. I still have some room at the back. If I choke up on it, I almost have a good 3/4 of an inch long handle to still go back on. Just fits my hands perfectly. Thumb put goes down right over that jimping. And I'll tell you what, I can push with my thumb and barely move that blade. That has got one strong spring in it. So good if you want to use this as a work knife. So just fantastic. Let's go ahead and close it up again. Oh, nice snap on that. Look at that. Wow. Again, nice walk and talk. Half stop, of course, on the spring. Perfectly flush when it's at half stop, and when it's fully open, perfectly flush. No gaps whatsoever between the scales and the spring. Now, if I would, I'm going to give Casey at Knives Fast the credit for this. He was the first channel that I saw hold this knife up next to a buck 110. This knife is the exact dimensions, near exact dimensions of a buck 110 folder, but is about half the thickness of a traditional buck. So you can get your hands around it, get a nice full grip in it, but because of the height and the swell center, that knife is not going to twist in your hand when you go to use it. Just an excellent size, excellent construction, and I want to give Austin big kudos for the design of this knife. So let's go ahead, we'll set the ruler down. Let's go ahead and put this on the scale. And I'm going to do a quick size comparison first with its sister, or younger brother, the Lake Champlain Barlow. So let's go ahead and set this down beside it. Line the pivots up, and you can see that you have almost a 1/2 inch long handle length and a 1/2 inch long blade length on the Appalachian Ridgerunner. Let's go ahead and turn on the scale. We'll make sure the zero's out, and we're on ounces. Now, the Lake Champlain Barlow weighs in at 3.9 ounces. Let's see what our new Appalachian Ridgerunner weighs in at. It comes in at 4.4 ounces, so just 0.5 ounces more than the Lake Champlain Barlow. That is, and I would say, average weight for a EDC knife of this size. Certainly lighter than a buck 110, which I think pushes near 6 ounces, a little over 6 ounces. And at 4.4, I can deal with that as far as a carry weight. Let's go ahead and close this up. We're going to go ahead and stick it in its new sheath design, or slip design. We'll close this one up for safety as well. Here is that new extra large slip. Let's go ahead and get that open here. This may be a little stiff, of course a little dry. I usually like to put mineral oil on these, go ahead and set them in there for a day or two, kind of loosens them up, kind of forms to the knife. But oh yeah, that fits all the way down in there to protect your titanium from getting scratches on it due to whatever else you may carry in your pockets. And of course there are people that provide clip slips if that's something you would desire. But this is just a beautiful slip done by a traditional pocket knives vendor, I believe out on the West Coast. And that knife fits perfectly in there. So nice part of the design here is you can just pinch it open and usually the knife will come out and you can pull it right out. So same with this. It'll get better as I get a little mineral oil on it and soften that leather up. But it fits really well. So Austin, I want to thank you for a job well done. QSP, you did a great job on OEM in this design of the knife. I think the extra large slip for this was perfect choice. So Austin, thank you for offering this as a bonus gift for the first 100 orders. And folks, if you are looking for an extra large slip joint knife the size of a buck 110, but a little thinner and in more premium materials, here's your knife. At $200 right now, may be on sale later. You'll have to check back with the website. But just a fantastic knife design. So this is Byron from Splitting Slices saying split a slice with a friend soon. Thanks for joining the channel. And until the next video, take care, everyone.